Hello everybody, Megalithic here, otherwise known as Puglo Escobar, and today we're going to be taking a look at setting up my cocaine lockup. Okay, now here we go, just coming into land quite gently. Rightio. Now, as it happens, this is quite early on in my GTA career, and that means a number of things. Initially, I am fairly unfamiliar with the operations of the interactive menu, and secondly, my cocaine lockup is situated towards the south of the map in the region of LSIA, and not up towards the north by Sandy Shores. Okay, now here we go, going inside. And I really would recommend that if you undertake the biker sales missions, you attempt to locate your businesses in the same general vicinity. Okay, right then, here we go, we've come on inside now, and as I say, I'm quite unfamiliar with this interactive menu, and I believe I'm about to set up a secure reserve, which will instantly boot me back outside my cocaine lockup. What a fool. Okay, now, as I was saying, if one wishes to undertake these biker missions, it is advisable to locate all of your businesses within the same general vicinity as each other. This simply provides familiarity with the roads and facilitates an ease with regards to timing when it comes to topping up the supplies for the businesses. Frankly, it saves you having to run all over the map. Now, initially, I have purchased my cocaine lockup down here on the docks, quite close to LSIA, but later on I move it up to Sandy Shores along with the Great Chapel Clubhouse, my meth factory, and my weed farm. Okay, now we've moved inside here, and as you can see, the business is completely vacant and does need setting up, so let's go ahead and give that a go, shall we? Okay, now we've logged onto the computer, and here we go to setup. Rightio, now, as this is quite early on in my gameplay... Oh, hold on a minute.
Alright, as you can see, we're almost good to go. Just need this first batch of supplies and we'll kick into gear. Exciting times.
Well, that was a rather vague phone call from Mr. LJT, wasn't it? He didn't give us any location whatsoever. Okay, well, there we go, it's just lit up on the minimap. Okay, now, as I was saying, this is really rather early on in my gameplay, and so, as before, with the bunker mission, I've recruited the assistance of my good friend Mr. Raccoon, who is going to do the driving for me, as he is still, to this day, somewhat of a better driver on this game than I could ever hope to be. Okay, now here we go, it is flying across the map in the buzzard here, and this setup mission for the cocaine factory really is rather simple. All that one needs to do is to traverse the map to the given location and retrieve, I believe it is a tamper. Now the vehicle should be parked and it should be easy to steal without encountering any resistance. Okay, now as you can see on the mini-map, there it is behind us. Okay, now my good friend Mr. Raccoon has just hopped out of the buzzard and you can see him running away there up the alleyway to retrieve the tamper. Now, once he has achieved this aim, all that remains is for him to drive the tamper back to the cocaine lockup, and that will begin the production of cocaine. It will in fact signify the arrival of the first batch of supplies. Okay, now here we go, and off he goes down the road in the tamper. Now, I would highly recommend, if you are new to this game, one of two things. Certainly playing with people who are familiar with the game is an absolute benefit and boon. As you can see right now, my friend here, the Mr. Raccoon, has helped me on a number of missions, and without his assistance, this game would have been a good deal harder to get to grips with. The second piece of advice that I can give you if you are new to this game is to acquire a biker contract mission, or should I say a biker clubhouse, and then go ahead and buy oneself a cocaine lockup. The cocaine and the meth farm are by far and away the best way to make money. You can simply resupply by undertaking resupply missions, or if you have the expendable cash, purchase supplies. And I think you will find that the profit margins on these two particular businesses really are quite pleasing. Okay then, now of course there are a number of expenses when it comes to the cocaine farm, one of which will be upgrades for security, and the other two would be upgrades for staff and equipment. Now, I would recommend that you undertake all three of these upgrades, as they do increase the profit margin on your business significantly. Now, to my estimation, I believe to fill a warehouse with supplies costs around about $200,000, and with all of the upgrades, that cocaine will sell for around about $400,000. So you really do double your money with this particular business. Okay, now, as you can see, my friend there has delivered the tamper to my business, and there we go, setup complete. It really was as simple as that. Like I say, he encountered no resistance whatsoever.
Hey, supplies are in and production is a go. Be excited, be terrified, be humble.
Yes, I don't think I'll be any of those, thank you, Mr. LJT. Right then, okay, now here we go. Let's go on inside and see what's happened. Right here, a fascinating cutscene. We all love cutscenes during gameplay, don't we? Right then. Okay, that's my cocaine table, and those are the crates where the cocaine will be stored. Rightio. I get the general gist. Yes, and that's the computer by which I will access both my resupply missions and my sale missions. Very good. Well, there we go, that does seem to be it. Now, as you can see at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, my supply bars are full. And on average, when that occurs, I believe that a whole 5 bars of supplies should create 2 bars of product. However, with the initial setup, I believe it is significantly less than that. Okay, now as you can see here we have the upgrades, equipment, staff and security, but at this present time I do not have the money to purchase any of them, and so I shall unfortunately have to refrain from such expenditures. Okay then, now my cocaine lockup is set up and ready to go. Now, like I do say, later on I do move my lockup further up north to be closer to my biker clubhouse, but for the time being I have not realized the benefits of that particular move. Okay, so here we go. I'm quite happy with the way things are, and I shall endeavor to launch my cocaine selling career from this location. Well, there we go. That is the cocaine setup for the clubhouse.